Good morning, astronomy. This week we're going to be talking about stars. Now, this particular demonstration right here is going to be really important to understand what a star is going through. You see, a star has a lot of gravity. Now, a star would love to crush itself and just knock itself down into a tiny, tiny sphere. But inside the star, you've got a lot of nuclear fusion going on. So the fusion is producing energy outward and up from the core. That balances out or counterbalances the gravity wanting to crush in. So as long as there's fusion going on, a star will maintain a balance. We call that balance stellar equilibrium. So remember, a star would love nothing more than to just collapse upon itself because gravity wants to win. As long as there's fusion going on in there, though, we've got a nice balance, and the star maintains stellar equilibrium. We call that type of a star that's in stellar equilibrium main sequence stars. Our sun is a main sequence star. Now, this whole concept of equilibrium is based on the abundance of hydrogen, big H. As long as hydrogen is plentiful, fusion can occur, and hydrogen will fuse to helium. Okay? That's key. We need to have the hydrogen there. Now, our sun, our star, is an average sized star, and it's got enough hydrogen estimated for about another 5 billion years. Once that hydrogen runs out, then the star is faced with a bit of a dilemma. Now it's going to need another source of fuel. And that other source is the most abundant atom around, which is helium. So now a star runs out of hydrogen. Now it needs something. So it begins to fuse the helium. It's almost like, well, no, it's a lot like if I run out of Snickers bars at my house, well, then I'm going to have to eat something else. Even though Snickers are my favorite, they're all gone. All right, now we'll go eat the mini carrots or whatever it is. Once the hydrogen is gone, the star begins to fuse helium. And helium will fuse into another atom, particularly carbon. So this fusion process occurs in the core of a star. Inside the core of the star, that's where the fusion takes place. And remember, fusion, fancy word, it just means to combine. Well, that's all for now. Make sure you understand that this whole process of a star being able to produce energy is really, really linked to the idea that it has to maintain a balance. As long as there's hydrogen to fuse, that balance will be there and that stellar equilibrium will be maintained. And a star that's in stellar equilibrium that has a lot of hydrogen, it's known as a main sequence star. And that's our star, our sun, main sequence. All right, that's all for now. Just a very basic beginning. And the key point was hydrogen is fusing into helium. That happens in the core of a star. And a star is really basically, when you get right down to it, it's a giant nuclear reactor. It's kind of what stars are. All right. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.